Alright guys, welcome back to another reaction video. My name is James, and today we are going to be watching Haikyuu Season 3, Episode 10. So this is the final episode. I think we're literally on game point, and it ended on Hinata about to hit the ball, which is crazy. I want to basically just get straight into this. Do you have any thoughts or theories or anything like that before we kind of finish it up?
I mean,
because that was just a heck of a cliffhanger.
Yeah, I mean, like if I had to make a bet, I say we win.
Okay,
but
I mean, I'm always gonna do that. I feel like because I just legitimately don't want to think about us losing.
I'm just worried that like because we left on such a high note, it felt like, you know, oh, this is our moment, and it's like we don't even see what happens. There's no way we start this episode on us scoring the point. We're like, yeah.
I feel like you're right about that. I feel like there's no way we start. And so then I'm like, well, then what do we start?
What is it? Exactly. Not a flashback for the enemies.
I swear, a flashback power up is what's gonna happen.
If it starts like that, we lose. Like
that's the one thing, and that's why I'm like, we have to win is just for the third years, because I don't know if I'm gonna watch a season 4 where it's like, okay, time to train the new guys. Like, what?
Yeah, no, I almost don't want to.
I can't do. I almost wouldn't. I'd be like, I don't care about the new guys. I care about everybody. Like, so I want to get straight into this. As always, full length reactions up at the Patreon. Next week's reaction, which I guess will be season 4, episode 1, will also be up on Patreon if you guys want to go ahead and check that out. Also, let us know what OVAs or extra things that you guys want us to watch, since we're kind of getting towards the end here. I know there's some movies, there's some OVAs. Let us know in the comments. And all that being said, let's just get into Haikyuu Season 3, Episode 10.
Oh gosh. Starting right off with the opening.
I kind of like that. That feels right. Also, I love this opening. I think this is my favorite opening.
I just think it's so epic.
This whole season has been so... Oh, God, I was literally thinking back to like how far we've come in the show, and it's insane. No, seriously, it's insane. I was editing or something, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, this is just wild. Like, we have come so far. The openings have come so far. The battle of concepts? What? It can't just be called like the final hit. I love that with the sweat.
Oh yeah, they went for a quick, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, baby. The true star of the team.
Actually, though, MVP.
Such an epic moment, bro.
Oh, it's going down.
Dang it. What the heck?
We have to get back.
Shoot. Okay, guys, keep going.
Oh, we have two only. We have only 2.
Oh, hey, he did another face block.
It's good.
Oh.
Shoot, get up. No, we need to get back because they're going to go for another one.
Is he bleeding too? Are they going to kick him off the court? Whoa, that looks cool. Oh no.
They're going to him again.
Oh no.
We have to block it.
Guys. Can we stop it? Come on, Tsukki.
R3 blockers.
Okay, good. Completely shut it down.
The blaze.
Okay,
that's so smart.
Yeah. So he won't expect it.
Yeah, he'll be expecting. In fact,
he'll go toward the route. Yeah.
But then he'll be like, oh shoot.
Yes. But that means it's on us.
Block it.
Freaking. This animation.
Oh
what?
Shoot. He freaking hit it like.
How? Oh. That was cool.
Oh, that's cool.
This is the visuals. They're going off on the animation. Yeah. It's like unreal.
Oh, the diving save.
The one-handed hit. Oh,
that's cool.
This is so cool.
Shoot.
That's fine. We can
get it back. Come on, Tanaka. Yeah.
If you could still see him, number 10 isn't coming. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the whole tempo thing.
Yeah, because he hasn't done that really hardly at all.
Oh, now you really don't know who it's going to.
Come on.
Oh, gosh. Leave this shot.
That is so sick.
Is he going to Hinata?
Do they have like an extra $1 million lying around? Or we're just like, make another episode. Let's go.
Oh.
How did you recover that? The animation was way too cool.
Oh, it's out. We won. We won.
No. Okay.
Yeah. We're good.
So
that's game. That's game.
Good, right? That's good. There's nothing like. That's insane. Dude, that's sick. Oh yeah. The one who carried every single match,
Actually.
Dang. That's awesome.
Dude, they're probably dead, bro.
Hey,
like, actually.
Yeah,
Dude, he
really
totally
he really added a whole nother dimension to the team.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry guys. Yeah? Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
I'm glad that we said it.
He's so salty.
I mean, I can't even blame them.
Yo, you remember when our like cheering section was literally like
for
three
like
people?
Oh, it's so epic. His head is glaring, bro. Yeah, dude. Oh yeah. Oh,
yeah.
dude. That's cool. Oh, jeez.
Dang. But it's like, yeah, like think toward the future, you know?
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh my gosh. He can't even say anything. That's how good you did.
Yeah, coming through at the end there.
Everybody, the exhaustion.
That's so epic. Oh yeah.
It's just because they don't let him take his shirt off. Okay, if he had played with his shirt off, he would. If it was beach volleyball, he would win.
Oh yeah, no, that's good. We're going a little. He's too OP in that mode. Like, come on.
Dang. And like sign something for me. Oh, dang.
I like how he dresses them as that.
That sucks that you have to be the other team while they present the thing.
Yeah. Audience. Thanking them.
Oh,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. Oh yeah, baby.
That's looking sweet.
会場の皆様、今一度
Yeah, you bet.
お願いいたします。
All crying.
Clapping, bro.
Exactly, dude.
Oh my gosh.
うちのダンバレはもともと強豪なんだよ。
Yeah, that's right. You guys better show up to our matches next time.
めっちゃ怖い人いるよな。2年にもヤンキーみたいな人いるだろ。確か猫マも
Yeah, isn't it gonna be Nekoma?
Oh,
It
oh,
better
oh,
be.
oh, oh, we're playing Nekoma.
ですげえよな。
Well, because we gotta have our match.
奴らと合宿やってたんだな。猫マ倒せ。
I don't. Did we ever beat them at all? I don't think we ever beat
No,
them.
but I'm a lot more confident that we beat Shiratorizawa.
True.
来るに決まってんだろ。力すくじゃまだ届かずし。
I don't know. I mean, he was like the top tier.
Uh huh.
Or at least Ushijima was.
I mean, that's true. Yeah.
Like, he's gonna go pro. He's one of the best players probably in all of, like, the area.
I just didn't know like what as far as like
Yeah, so what's next? Are there like OVAs with like Nekoma or something?
Yeah, I think there
we
are.
should
I didn't
watch
know when we were
those.
supposed to watch those.
I didn't
but
know either, so let us know, because I know there's like land versus air, so maybe we should watch those next.
This is 100% that though.
Yeah, yeah.
This is
Which is sick.
Rodani versus them. Dude, yeah, and their entire town must be like
Oh, of
You
course, right?
know.
Because they're kind of like in the country, right?
yeah, for sure. Miyagi's definitely in that area.
Dude, his shop? I mean, like... Oh, that's sick.
That's a really cool poster.
That's a sick... I want that poster.
That's
Like,
actually kind of epic.
早速ですが、ビッグニュースです。
Okay, well, it doesn't sound bad, right?
君に全日本ユース強化合宿の招集が
Oh,
Oh,
snap.
Okay. What does that mean for us, though?
日本
Well, he's definitely going with the best of the best, but
Wow. That was epic.
that was such a good ending.
That
awesome.
was such a good ending. That was such a good season.
Yeah, to the game and the season.
Yeah. I just loved... I liked how emotional the third years got.
Yeah,
Because...
it means way more for them.
It does,
you know?
and it felt like such an earned thing, and they like really risked a lot even to play,
Oh yeah.
right? And I don't know, I like that I felt like such a cathartic moment after like all of this building tension and this whole season and all of the stakes building, and it was like, dude, like some of those last episodes, it was like, oh yeah, there's 3 more points left in the game, and it was like a whole
Yeah.
episode, and so you really felt the like almost exhaustion. Not that
Oh,
I
yeah.
actually was exhausted, but you felt that like brutal battle for every single point and every single block. And so then just like that payoff, I think they did the perfect job with.
No, yeah. I think it was cool, like you were saying, like to see the third years be extra emotional because
Yeah,
of
man.
they've been wanting to do this. It's they're already in their third year. It's been
Yeah.
3 years since they've been looking for a dream like this, and then it was their last kind of like opportunity, and so for them to kind of like be way more
Totally.
emotional is super realistic. And it was just such an awesome game.
It was so well done.
Obviously, Tsukishima, like MVP, I think.
I think it's so revealing about him trying to be better, though. Like him not being happy with it.
Yeah, I mean, I get a sense of that because he does have like that how should I say? He doesn't like to like lose or something. He has a little bit
Sure.
of pride.
Sure.
But like now for that to be kind of like almost something that helps push him or drive him, to do better, especially in volleyball where he considered volleyball as like something that might not be worth, right?
Yeah, I feel like it's revealing of his like character, like almost that his character development is like solidified because
Yeah.
he was always kind of like not like, or at least pretending not to care, and so the fact
Yeah.
that he's like openly like, oh, not only do I care, we won, we're going to nationals, and I clearly was the MVP, and I
But-
wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I feel like that just shows that his like level of investment has tripled.
It's shot
insane.
way up.
And I thought that was just a cool way of showing that.
But it's so cool because it's like, yeah, you do. Well, I mean, not always, but like, once you do feel like you can seriously contribute, and you're that type of serious person, you do get like that. It's like, You know,
which is why I like his
invested.
character, because I think it's such an interesting arc and even an interesting place to start. Like I like that we didn't start there, but we saw him get there, and what he needed was to kind of feel the thrill of it almost.
Yeah, and also that plan to close the straight against Ushijima at the end there, so clean. Like I love that sort of like that mental, because that's such a big part of like sports.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for him to kind of like come back and like throw that in there, I like that he's using his intellect, you know. And then also for Kageyama to switch positions with Hinata, because it's almost like Tsukishima came up with a sick plan and he was thinking, you know, a step ahead, and Kageyama, taking that into account, thought 2 steps ahead.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
and I was like,
yeah.
okay, well, Ushijima, we know how good of a player he is. He might hit a cross.
Yeah.
You know? And
Yeah,
he
yeah,
goes, instead, he's like, Hinata, I don't think you're going to be able to handle the cross, you know? So I'm going here.
Well, and then even Hinata, right? Because then what, seconds later, Hinata's like, oh, let's screw with rhythm
Oh, yeah.
to counter that, right? Because
Go
even
back
on
to the
that hit,
tempo,
he went
yeah.
exactly with the tempo, and he made that call and did the back row or middle spike.
Yo, yeah, he
hit
did the back row.
and threw off the tempo, and yeah, it's like everybody was using that like super strategic on the fly, like, or just I don't know. It was cool.
Yeah, and also I liked how we went back to you know, him hitting it, right? And he was able to see where he was going to hit, right?
Yes.
So we
yes,
keep
yes,
going
yes.
back to that, and it's like, well, you know, if we never actually changed up what we did, we would have never gotten this far, right?
Dude, we would have gotten smoked by Shiratorizawa. We would have gotten destroyed.
No, for sure. And so it's cool that you're seeing those, you know, results, like, or not the results, that what we did like pay off, kind of, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course it's interesting to see kind of like their coach once again. You know, he was smiling at the end a little bit. He was like frustrated, you could tell, but it was almost like he was almost happy.
Because it was like it sounds like a little poetic, but like it was like a noble battle. Like really, that's one of those sports games where I don't think any good coach could walk in the locker room and really be ticked. Like you'd be like, "Hey man,
for sure."
But like that's not one of those things where the coach is going to go back and be like, "What did you do?" Because it was such a good battle. It was like you have to be proud of your boys, like even if you lost. Like,
but I mean, I felt like almost personally, you know, he had it was almost like he was fighting internally on who he wanted to cheer for. You know?
Oh, I didn't even think.
That's
about
what it felt
that.
like
No,
to me.
No. I think you might be right.
And I think he was
cool.
like, you know, I do want to see like Ushijima kind of like, you know, win, our team win, but he also wanted to see the little guy try.
Like Hinata.
You know, like back
true.
then.
I didn't even think about that.
And so I feel like he was frustrated, but he was also secretly like he was happy that he was able to win.
That you're right, and that's super complex.
So I kind of, I don't know. I just kind of like how he kept going back to the coach, just like little moments. Like,
yeah, that's cool. No, you're totally right. Wow.
What else?
I think. Oh, one of the other things I didn't bring it up because I was a little confused. I think the VA for our coach died. While recording.
Okay,
And
that
like,
makes sense.
The big inspirational speech he gave, I think it was like 2 episodes ago. That was like literally his last.
Oh, really? I want to look into that a little more.
So I just wanted to mention that because I feel like that kind of lends light to a lot of the arc and stuff like that.
That
And
is
I think it was a different actor in this episode.
Yeah, it did sound
I
different.
noticed where it was a different actor this episode.
Okay. I mean,
that's terrible, of course.
I do want to see what inspirational, like which was his last.
It was
like,
at the end of
lines or
one of the
something like that.
episodes where he was like, "We have to keep fighting" or whatever, and he like yells at them from the side, from the sideline, like we didn't make a timeout. Anyway, that was a cool thing this season. I don't know. I just overall I loved this season. It was cool, and I liked that. I don't know. There was something clean about, even though I'm super sad that it was this short. There was something clean about basically this entire season just being a game, a match. There was nothing else really to it, and because we had really built and we had kind of spent time with the team, invested in like practicing and stuff. I loved that the anime was willing to pay off and just be like, dude, we're gonna give you 10 episodes of some of the best freaking volleyball action you've ever seen in your entire life, and that was just it. There was no extra stuff. There was no BS. There wasn't even as many flashbacks as I thought there would be. Frankly, I was expecting more flashbacks.
We got more flashbacks for their team, honestly.
And even then, barely. It wasn't even a full episode or anything. It was a little bit. And I just liked that a lot. We honestly spent less time, I think, even with the antagonists than we normally have done for other matches.
Oh yeah.
Because a lot of times they like to do that, and I think it's cool. But I liked how almost this was even more Karasuno focused than I feel like some other matches where they've kind of delved into Oikawa or delved into some of the Nakoma players or stuff like that even more. Whereas here I feel like they did a little bit and it was cool, but they really, really kept it focused on Karasuno.
Well, and the game in general,
Yeah, and I thought that was
shown.
really kind of important because I feel like for the team, this was also like a character arc almost. And it was like, this was a huge moment of growth. And so I like that the show knew that and was willing to kind of like focus on that.
Yeah, no, for sure. Also, before I forget, it's kind of going backwards, but I liked, that idea of like Tsukki's consistency pays off because he always goes for I forgot what he said, like a 75 or something, right?
Yeah.
His more touch block is not as cool, but his consistency, because it happens over and over and, the results show later on. I kind of like that sort of like idea, that kind of concept.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, while that's not flashy, it does work, realistically more often than something that is flashy.
That's also super Tsukki. It's
Yeah.
like it makes so much sense with its character.
And like usually you wouldn't see that in like a show or a movie because it's not flashy. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
And so because they focus on that, it's almost like it kind of goes against what the rules of like shows and also like what people want to see in the audience and us.
Yeah, they do actually. Yeah, now that you mention that, Haikyuu does a really good job of like they have epic moments and that's what I like to do, where it's like they'll have some like epic like Hinata dives through the sidelines to get and it's like, yeah, I get it that maybe that's not the super most realistic thing in the world, but I like that. But they also do this thing where it's almost they glorify the reality of sports, which is like these different types of philosophies, and a lot of it's like this mental game and strategy and coaching and practice and tons of practice, and then people like Tsukki, where it's like, it isn't the flashy play style and they make it cool somehow, and it's also just very realistic. Like you're much more often going to run into a conflict like Tsukki and have it go the way that it went in these sets, against Ushijima, and you have to work as a team and kind of stop it. And even then it's not really going to be perfect. That's like so much more realistic than, you and the other guy running into each other at the bathroom, having like a kung fu fight and then going and like playing one-on-one on this court. It's like, it's just, it's cool too, but it's just not ever going to happen.
Yeah. And I like that they're able to kind of, show almost like a little bit of coolness factor with it. Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just,
and I think it's
really
cool
nice
for
to
people
see.
who want to play sports or who are playing sports, because it's like it's almost like somebody showing it actually for what it is, and it's kind of like inspirational because it's like that's actually kind of what it is like, and it's like a cool way of doing it as opposed to it just being like, okay, it's kind of a cool sports movie, but it's never going to happen in a game. Yeah, I think that's super cool. So yeah, I don't know. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching. Let us know what you want us to watch next. I'm not exactly sure what the next step is here, so please let us know. And yeah, tell us what your favorite moment of the season was. It was an awesome season. I'd love to hear. And yeah, thank you just for being here. Thank you for joining us, for watching. If you're new here, welcome. Hopefully you stick around because we would love to have you. Almost at 10K subs. So feel free to join the club. And if you do, we will see you all in the next video.